All right, this video is going to go through the last example from Law of Sines that we didn't get to finish, and then the rest of the notes for Law of Cosines, which is the area using Heron's formula. So in this question, it says solve the triangle given angle A is 31 degrees, side A is 12 centimeters, and side B is 5 centimeters. So for Law of Sines, it's easy to draw out your triangle, label it. So this would be A, B, C. Angle A is 31 degrees, side A is 12, which is our complete ratio, and then B is 5. So we've got two sides in the non-included angle. This is our ambiguous case that we want to definitely test to see if there's a second triangle. So we're going to use both A's here, and then we're going to find angle B first. So we're going to say A, which is 12, over the sine of A, which is 31, equals 5, which is B, over the sine of angle B. And again, we're going to call it B1 because we are going to assume there's a second triangle. So now we cross multiply. And then divide. And the sine of B1 equals, this is 5, sine 31 divided by 12. From that, I get like 0.2145, so on. So I'm going to actually sine -1 that answer, keeping it exact, and I get angle B is 12.39 degrees. So then if there is a second triangle, I start with angle B2, and I find that by doing 180 minus B1, which is that 12.39. So 180 minus 12.39 gives me 167.61. Now if I take and add that 167 with the A that's given, that 31, I'm over the 180. So when I go to find angle C2, it's going to be negative, which means there is no second triangle. I'm going to return back to my first one and find the other two items that are missing, which is side C1 and angle C1. Angle C1 can be found next by taking the 180, subtracting the 31 from the original angle, and then the 12.39 that we found. So 180 minus 31 minus 12.39. Looks like a 7, but it's a 9. And that's angle C1, which is 136.61. So angle C1, 136.61 degrees. Then the last thing we're going to find is side C. So we use the use the A's that were originally given, which is this 12 over the sine of 31 equals C1 over the sine of 136.61. And then we're going to cross multiply 12 times the sine of 136.61 would equal C1 times the sine of 31, and divide both sides by the sine of 31. So 12 sine 136.61 divided by sine of 31, and I get side C1 is 16.005, so 16.01. And that completes the triangle. Okay, so now we're going to finish the notes from 8.2, and as a reminder, you're going to turn these in. So this is part 2, which is just covering the area of an oblique triangle. So this is called Heron's area formula. This one has a name, the other one didn't. The other one we just call the area of an oblique formula, an oblique triangle. And for that one, so the area of the oblique, which is like 1/2 AB sine, that uses sine of C. This is if you're given side, angle, side. So if you're given those kind of measurements, you're going to use that 1/2 AB sine of C. For Heron's formula, you're given all three sides. So if you're given all three side lengths, then you're going to use this formula. Area equals the square root of S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C. And S is A plus B plus C over 2. So kind of like the average, but it's not dividing by 3. It's over 2, so be careful there. And super important, we're not going to round S. So it will eventually terminate, but it could be like 3 decimal places, and you want to make sure you keep all 3 for every time you write S. All right, so example 5 says find the area of the triangle, round to the nearest hundredth, and I've got all 3 side lengths. A is 43, B is 53, and C is 72. So the first thing I'm going to do is find S, which is 43 plus 53 plus 72 divided by 2. 43 plus 53 plus 72 divided by 2. And I get S equals 84. And then my area equals the square root of 84, which is S by itself, times 84 minus 43, times 84 minus 53, times 84 minus 72, and then let your calculator do the work. So square root 84, open your parentheses, 84 minus 43, close them, open them again, 84 minus 53, close them again, open them, 84 minus 72, close them again. And you get the area is 1,131.886, so 0.89, and this would be meters squared. That's it. So super easy formula. You got to remember S, you add them all, divide by 2, and then the rest of the area formula, and that's it for 8-2. So you're going to use the rest of your time to work on the 8-2 homework. Make sure you submit the notes and for the classwork grade, and then you can work on that homework. Have a great weekend, guys, and I'll see you Monday.